I walked over here and I see what's going on. This is fascinating. How long have you been doing this? Where did this all come from?
Yeah, so we've been career and technical education, what we used to call VOTEC. About 10 years ago, the state of Texas passed a bill called HB 5, and part of that was for kind of to put the focus back on CTE again and have kids really move into coherent sequences. So instead of taking intro to this and principles of that, and intro to the other thing and principles of the other thing, they take things like robotics 1, 2, 3, 4. They take auto tech 1, 2, 3, 4, biotech 1, 2, 3, 4, culinary arts 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So at that time, I happened to be part of the original steering committee, and I drank that Kool-Aid. And at the time, Del Valle had also just passed a bond to really enhance CTE in Del Valle. And so we just started building these programs. Currently, we have 22 different four-year programs of study. These classes don't supplant anything else of all the other classes kids have to take. It really just concentrates their electives. In some cases, they have enough space in their electives to do two programs of study. Maybe engineering and band, or robotics and JROTC. So they still have opportunities to take other classes, but it really gives them an opportunity to go a lot deeper than they've ever gone before. So I know when I was in school, we didn't have a lot of the junior and senior level classes. And now all these programs have junior and senior level classes where there's industry certifications that are earned by students, where there's college credit earned by students. A lot of the classes are 2 hours a day, 5 days a week for 4 years. And so we have an opportunity to really go really deep and really do, what was happening in community colleges, 10 or 15 or 20 years ago, where employers went directly to community colleges. Now there's really the opportunity to move that down to the high school level for really those initial certifications. And so a lot of these students will still go to a community college or a four-year college to get further into their degree. But if they're ready to go to work right out of school and be job ready right during their senior year, really, then they have that opportunity as well to go right into college, school and college together. So.
When you talk about being job ready and that type of thing coming out of high school, if they've decided not to continue on and go to college, junior college, or whatever it might be, is there any degree or anything that's you're certainly not going to get a bachelor's degree or something, but I just wondered, is there something that says to a potential employer, oh, no kidding, you've done that for 4 years, and they could jump on board, and then maybe later on decide they want to go to college and further the education, or whatever? How does that work?
Sure, absolutely. So like in Del Valle, we have this year we started 2 associate level programs in Del Valle. So before the kids graduate, or soon after they graduate, like this summer, one in advanced manufacturing and one in cybersecurity. So those are opportunities right off the bat. Many of our classes also are dual credit classes. Our pharmacy technicians, they earn 26 hours of college credit along with industry certifications. So really the goal is when they walk out the door, we don't always know exactly where they're going to go, but we do know that they have a pocket full of college credits and they have an industry certification in their pocket, and they're going to be able to go choose to go, again, right to work, right to college, or what a lot of us did, which is a hybrid work while going to college. And so that's really what the goal is. It's really to get them out the door, and we've already exposed them to what college is about. We've had robust partnerships with our industry partners, and they've already been on site for a lot of these industries, and so they've already gone and looked at that, and they're like, I think I want to do that. Or they may say, I have to work outside. I don't want to work outside, right? And so they're able to actually vet those things right off the bat, which is a lot different than when I was in school.
Talk about your relationship with YTexas. How does your organization and this group and the schools and what have you, how does that tie into YTexas?
Sure. On social media, I follow really anybody that's in workforce development through our school account. And YTexas came across the radar several years ago, and I started following a lot of what YTexas was doing. And so at some point I reached out to Ed and I said, Ed, you should come see what we're doing out here. And so he came out, I guess about a year and a half ago or so, and came out and was impressed with what the students were doing. And so we just started a relationship on how do we start interfacing. And then when this event came up, he said, y'all have to be part of it. We want you down on the field. We want your team down on the field, actually showcasing what we're doing. So that's how the relationship started. And a lot of the people in here that are part of here, because that network exists, we have other partners that are here today that I didn't even know that they were going to be here. So it's really nice to see people that we know and we've also had interface with and our students have already visited with.
Just one final question, just a short answer, but what is it that makes you proudest of being a part of this now, doing it here in the great state of Texas, and just what you've shown me and what you're showing everybody here at the stadium today? This is unbelievable. I had no idea anything like this existed. So what is it that makes you proudest in what you've done?
I think I don't want to talk about what I've done.
Okay, not you personally, but what this represents.
Yeah, so it represents when the students came in here yesterday and they started setting up this space, they asked how many other high schools are going to be set up in here. And we said, none. You're the high school that's set up in here. That makes me proud. That is, the kids were super excited. And they're like, wow, we really are doing something special. And that makes everything worthwhile.